Well, hi there, pluckers. Ivor Soulfingers again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for something a little bit different. It's going to be a bit of a fun lesson, this one. Someone has asked me to do a lesson on the Dire Straits classic song, Sultans of Swing. Now, obviously on a single acoustic guitar, somewhat tricky. Even with two guitars it's a bit tricky. Okay, but so this is a Campfire version, a very stripped down basic version of it, so you can just do sing-alongs at parties and barbecues or whatever, you know, campfires, that sort of thing. So I'm in standard tuning, no capos, doing the same key as Dire Straits. Okay, so please don't expect too much. Okay, so here we go. Just going to play enough of the song so you know how to play everything that's in the song as far as the rhythm goes. Okay, so here it goes. You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park of me town. South the river, you stop and hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double 4 time. You feel alright when you hear that music ring. But now you're stepping inside and you don't see too many faces. Coming out of rain, you hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but all the horns, they're blowing that sound. Way down south, London town. Well, check out George, he knows all the chords, and so on. Okay, that's all you're going to get. Oh dear, I shouldn't really do this, but never mind. Let's try and get through it for you. Right, so D minor, bar chord, 5th fret, starts off right. And what I'm doing is I'm taking these 3 fingers off, just leaving the bar behind, and sort of upstroking the 2nd, 3rd and 4th strings, you know, so it's like that sort of thing. Okay, that sort of thing. Okay, so now if you want to do this, this is optional, but okay, you could put that in just so everybody knows exactly what you're playing. Okay, if you don't want to play that, just keep playing the D to that bit. Get a shiver in the dark, okay, but if you want to play this lead bit, so you do that a couple of times. And you quickly go, you slide up, you can see I'm using 2 fingers together here, you'll see why in a second. On the 4th string, slide up, hit the 5th fret on the 4th string and slide up to the 7th fret, and then hit the 7th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, and you give it a bit of a wobble, it's quite nice, and then hit that 4th string on the 7th fret. Okay, then hit the 6th fret of the 2nd string. 1st finger comes into play there, okay, and then go back to the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Okay. Okay. Then we do a little bit of a rake. So keeping that finger where it is on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, add your 2nd finger to the 6th fret of the 2nd, and the 1st finger goes on the 5th fret of the 1st. So you've got a little diagonal there. Okay, and we'll rake that so it's like, got that? As soon as you've played those strings, you sort of let the pressure off, kills them. Okay, so this is what we got. Then we take up pinky, goes up to the 8th fret on the top E string. Okay. All right. Then back to the 5th fret, 1st finger, to the 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd. Okay, so and then so hammer up from the 5th fret of the 2nd string to the 6th fret and pull off again to the up to the 6th fret and pull off back to the 5th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, so far. And you end up on that 7th fret of the 3rd string, G string. Okay, so the whole thing very slowly. You get a D minor, shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, and that's D minor to C to B flat, that's an 8th fret bar chord, major shape, B 2 frets down, 6th fret major shape, B flat, and then down one more to an A, 5th fret bar chord. Okay, so let's do from right from the beginning for that first line. You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime. Okay, now repeat that. D minor, Santa River, you see, B flat, A. Now make it an A7th by taking off your pinky. Okay, so that's the first time it's just C to B flat, A. Second time, same again, D minor, C, B flat, A, and then A7th. Right? Now I'm trying to make it as easy as possible to play this, because you'll see most people play it like this, and if you're fairly new to playing the guitar, I think you'll find this moving this up and down, this shape up and down, quite tricky. So that's what I'm doing in bar chords up here. Okay, most of it. Okay, so that's A to A7th. Then we go down to an F bar chord, 1st fret, major shape, and we do a bit of a strum, a strident strum to start with, right? Right. And then we go to a straightforward C chord, and then we do that little pinky suspension. So it goes on and off. So look at that. So it goes like this. Second line is separate the rivers from the a band blowing Dixie at the top of the 4 time. Right, bum 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 bum. Little pinky on and off, yeah. Got that, yeah. Then we go back to the B flat. Da 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 da. D minor. Then we go to the B flat to the C. Listen. Like ba 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 bum. Okay, and then we go into the second verse, which is similar but slightly different. Okay, so let's just go from the start. Okay, so get a shiver in the dark when it's raining in the park. In the meantime, it's at the river, you stop and you hold everything. It's A7, F. A band is blowing Dixie, double 4 time. Suspensions, B flat. A band is blowing D minor, B flat, C. Second verse. And now you step inside. Same as before. Next line the same as last time as well. D minor, C, B flat, A7th, F. Competitions in the C. Suspensions, B flat. Of the horns, they're blowing D minor. Way down south, repeat. Way down south, London town. Now we come to the tricky bit. Okay, so that was B flat to C twice. Way down south. You can slide it, if you can slide it, okay. If you can't, just hit the chords, okay. You can do that if you like. If you can do that, that's great. Right, but if you're not, just do the chords. Way down south, London town. Right, now what I'm doing there is, so I'm doing like I did on the intro, which is taking off the 3 fingers and just playing around about the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. Okay, so not the whole chord, just the middle strings really. And then I'm taking it down 2 frets to the 3rd fret, and I'm barring the first 4 strings really. And just, I'm not hitting the 5th string, I'm not hitting the 6th string. Okay, so got that? Sorry, let's do it again. So I'm hitting the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. Okay? Then we take this bar back up to the 5th fret. Again, the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings barred. And then you add your, in my case I'm using my 3rd finger to make a suspension, C suspension, suspended chord on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. So 2 sweeps with the suspension on, and then take it off and just play without the suspension. So now you've got this. So it comes in South London town. So ba 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 ba, and then you go that bit, okay? So ba ba ba, and again just a straightforward bar, okay? And then you play this. I'm on the 10th fret and I'm playing a double stop of the 2nd string and the 3rd string on the 10th fret, and then move down to the 8th fret on the 2nd string and the 9th fret on the 3rd string. So got that 10th fret of the 3rd and 2nd strings together, and then the 9th fret and on the 3rd and 8th fret on the 2nd. Okay? Then you repeat this bit we did before. And then finally we play this little riff, which is a slide from the 5th fret on the 5th string up to the 7th fret. 5th fret on the 4th string, 7th fret on the 4th string, and finally 5th fret on the 3rd string, the G string. And then we're off into the next verse. Right? So sound like. So this whole chorusy bit is off into another verse. Okay, so let's just go through that whole thing again. Okay, if I probably mess it up now, here we go. You get a shiver in the dark and it's raining in the park, but meantime, step off the river, you stop and hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, California. You feel alright when you hear that music ring. Now you sit inside and you don't see too many faces. Coming out of rain, you hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. The horns, they're blowing that sound. Way down south. Way down South London town. Well, check out your transfer. Got the idea? Very rough around the edges, but never mind, you get the gist. A Campfire version. See you next lesson. Bye for now.